Okay, so now we're going to do a couple of like things like with the dao or the saber. Um, this like a kind of like a saber, let's say like a shape like the ox like a tongue saber. It's kind of called that because if you look at the end of the kind of like the actual saber, like this like a section here looks like a kind of an ox's tongue, let's say like that you get down like with the butchers. But like there's a lots of like other, let's say like kind of like a broadsword like shapes like that kind of appear, let's say like in other styles like on various like points in time, let's say like there's a willow leaf broadsword which is kind of something similar like to this but a much thinner, let's say like kind of profile like on it rather than kind of the big looping kind of scimitar like kind of shape at the end. There's some of the broadswords that have a kind of an almost like a S like shape like as well, like moving along like then some are almost like kind of nearly straight with kind of like a bulge, let's say like at the end like kind of tapered off, almost like a kind of a machete. But really like it is a kind of a cleaver weapon. It's meant for kind of like a chopping, let's say like and kind of like a brute force. So like as regards like some of the kind of the standard stuff, let's say like starting off, let's say like with a broadsword. Like if you're starting, let's say like from let's say like a position like here, and basically you're thrusting out, ja, like here, thrust. You know, as a kind of a starting like a kind of like a motion like with your hands, and then let's say like you could kind of let's say from there, let's say like bring it in and along, wrap the head, chop, coming around, wrapping the head once again, and coming into kind of cat stance, let's say like holding the weapon just like by the side of your leg like your thigh. Okay, so that's kind of like that's one kind of like a starter like a kind of like a technique. So you could basically like start like from here, thrust, and then let's say like coming in and around, wrapping, chop, coming around, opening up, coming in once again, coiling, back down, let's say like go once again. So you could go coil, hook, coming out, chop, chopping out, coming back in, coming back down, wrapping around your shoulder, and back in again. So here, and ready position like once again. You can, let's say like just like kind of like focus on, let's say like just doing the wrapping, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it basically wants to just kind of come around like with the back of your head, like the back of your shoulders, and cover them. So you could be kind of going, let's say like this way, and then the other way, this way, and then the other way. So learning like to kind of let's say like wrap around, and then to wrap the other way back, kind of coming back like once again. Ideally, let's say like you'd learn to kind of like coordinate that, let's say like with the left hand as well. So you'd be kind of going chop, coming around, pushing out like once again. As regards like some of the kind of like the basic like parries like with it. So like let's say if you're kind of let's say like starting like from here like a ready position, you have the block in. You have let's say like the double like block, let's say like kind of pushing up, let's say like underneath, let's say like here. From here, let's say like you're coming on the inside, blocking this way. Okay. Another let's say like from here, let's say like you could step across, blocking down, and then like bringing like the blade, let's say like up, like from there. So there's lots of different kind of like ways to kind of like parry, let's say like with the blade. Some like as in if something was coming down, you go with the pressure, and then let's say like either catch, disengage, or like catch like the weapon, and maybe cut the other like person. Others let's say like could be let's say like starting like from here, let's say like where you might step off, hang, where you're basically hanging like the weapon like kind of like cutting like the weapon bearing limb, and then up underneath let's say like the person's like armpit, let's say like after that. Obviously some of the most important things, let's say like is your kind of spatial awareness and learning like how and where to kind of hit, and that kind of comes like over time. But that particular like technique like comes off hua, which is basically figure eights. So you're going upwards, strikes. Downward strikes. So here from the side. Nice loose wrist, upward strikes. And back to the ready like a position, like once again. Like some of the kind of the other like techniques like kind of which are kind of like quite common. Let's say like can, meaning to hack. Let's say like if you're kind of like dealing with a situation like where the weapon is here and I step off to the side and I learn to hack this way, like hack horizontally, like this. And then let's say like you have a downward and ready like once again, thrust, coming up, hacking back, and then like go back to a ready position, like once again. There's lots of different things you can kind of like do with this weapon. A lot of the fundamentals like come like from the form as well, and hopefully we'll be covering that like over the next like a couple of weeks. But really getting the idea of, let's say like some of the things you can do, let's say like with it, like chopping, P, za, thrusting, and let's say like can, horizontal chopping, like that. Like hua, the kind of the upward kind of figure eights and the downward figure eights. One that kind of like crops up, let's say like quite a bit, let's say like in traditional, let's say like usage of the broadsword, is where you've done, let's say like kind of like a downward hua, as in 1, 2, 3, you come around to your back. The hand is usually like held in this like kind of ready position, like the weapon is kind of hidden. And sometimes like they tend to kind of do like a tornado kick or something else like like that as well. But basically there's a kind of a roll out of that, so you're going 1, 2, 3, comes behind your back, and then you might turn, like maybe step in, turn, and then cut up, and ready position like once again. Some of the kind of the more advanced stuff, let's say like with the broadsword, kind of involves like kind of sleight of hand, like where you might like learn like how to kind of change, let's say like grips, like so you might have it in a ready position like this, let's say like and then you learn how to kind of come up or draw like the weapon, like switching hands like really quickly. Some of the kind of the tactics like involved, let's say like with broadsword, and some of the other kind of like Chinese martial arts can involve like throwing dust, throwing like projectiles, like creating a distraction while you actually like draw the weapon or like hit the person. I mean, that's kind of, let's say, justified in a situation where maybe you're fighting like multiple opponents, or you're kind of cornered and you want to kind of create a kind of an opportunity to kind of escape. But like this really, like the broadsword wouldn't be, I wouldn't say it's like a kind of a dueling like your weapon. It's kind of a battlefield hacking, kind of like chopping, let's say like a weapon, but you could duel with a pair of these. But it seems like a kind of dueling, like maybe swordsmanship, like it would have been, let's say like with a straight sword, which would have been seen as the kind of the king of the dueling weapons, like in China. But that's not to say like that people like who didn't have like all out combat like with one of these, like maybe staff against like a broadsword, etc., or double weapons, etc. So that's kind of a brief introduction like to the single like broadsword. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be covering more over the next couple of weeks.